Wait. Um. Okay. Hello everyone! Hello Stardust! Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Uh, this is Loon channel and I'm Loon. I'm a Vtuber and also a Webtoon creator, which is what we mostly do in this channel. It's been a while. Well, kind of like a week. But last time it was kind of a prank kind of stream, so it doesn't count. Today it's the audio okay, by the way. 'Cause last time I was streaming for like quite a while with the mic muted. Uh, so I want to check if the audio it's okay, like the background sound, the background music, and the mic. Is it working? Can you guys hear me? Hello Angie. Hello Rini. Hola Osman. So yeah, the audio is fine. Oh, thank God. So yeah, today what we're gonna do is working some backgrounds for episode 31 of Blank, as you can see probably in the title. I remember once someone, or not once, but like recently, in one of the recent streams, some people asked for things related to backgrounds. So I thought, since I have to work in a lot of hand drawn backgrounds in this episode, I would do it on stream, which is, I think, is kind of a first. I do have I do have a screen recording of once drawing a background, I believe, but I'm quite not sure since I haven't edited videos in a while. I could skip some and edit that one, since that one probably has some backgrounds as well. Yeah, I'm kind of trash drawing backgrounds in my opinion, but like I've improved a lot, but I still don't like them. Hello Estra, hello Lida. So yeah, let's get into it. They're already sketched out, so it's not going to be from zero, but it should give a pretty good idea of how I work on my backgrounds. Um, what I'm using here is an asset that you can get in CSP assets, in Clip Studio Paint assets. Um, you have to search for this material. It's called Topkin Grid Asset. The only perspective asset you'll need, I think it's called. It won't let me show you. The only perspective grid you need. It comes with a pack of two, and I use this one mostly. So yeah, it's pretty useful. You can move it around however you want, and it helps you a lot. At least I like to use it more than the actual assets, like the actual perspective tool that comes with with CSP, because I really never learned quite well how to use that one. I've looked into like tutorials and stuff, and I just don't get it. So yeah, we're gonna be working on backgrounds today. So if you have any questions related to backgrounds, let me know. Um, there's a lot of hand-drawn backgrounds in these episodes, which I hate. I hate it with all myself. But hello toothpaste. But since for example in the first couple of scenes it's quite a specific background, then it is quite hard to like find one, you know, find the specific asset, that the specific background, even if I want to purchase it, uh, to buy it, it's quite hard because it's really specific. uh, it's supposed to be like a kind of uh, alley kind of place. It is hard to explain. um, but you guys will understand when you see it. I think it shouldn't be that tall, should it? Ah, but is this line? Is this one line? I also suggest you guys to use vector lines for backgrounds. Some people don't like to use vector lines for drawing like characters and stuff, but I do suggest to use it at least for the backgrounds because it saves you quite a lot of time. So yeah. I think for these lines I'll make it in a different layer. Oi, what did I do? Ah, crap. Wait. Okay. I suggest you to do it that way because like it saves you a time in the sense that you can do that. You can like just come and erase lines like that. Wait. It should be like that, right? Should it? I think that's fine, but let's make it like thinner because it shouldn't be able to be seen that much from the perspective that this is in. Well, not like anyone will really notice when the episode is done. I'm gonna do the grid parts kind of in a separate layer so I can just copy and paste them. So it saves me time. So yeah, like I said, using vector layers allows you to just erase lines like that, and it's much more easier. Perspective ruler is so difficult. Yeah, I don't understand it at all. Artist struggles, but gotta do what you gotta do. Yep, gotta do what you gotta do. Hello, Carabin. Finally got up with the live. Well, I haven't gone live in a while. Besides the April Fool's one, I'm sorry if any of you guys were confused with that one. I just did it out of impulse because I wanted to draw um a thumbnail for April Fools, and I was like, why don't I do that live? So I did it. So it was really improvised. I did it out of impulse, like out of the blue. Um. So yeah, I never really learned how to use the perspective tool in CSP. I did check out several tutorials, and every time I was like, yeah, I get it now. Like I read and watch several tutorials and I was like, I get it now. And then I would try it and it wouldn't work. So I just gave up. And then one day I found this tool that I'm using right now, this asset that I'm using right now. Uh and it saved my life. It's an exaggeration, but like it really does help a lot. I think this one is just too small. The change shouldn't be like that big. So yeah, like I was saying, this episode has a lot of hand-drawn backgrounds because the ones in the beginning are really specific, and the this one that I'm drawing right now is actually for Nina and Lou's room, and I actually do have a 3D model for that, but it is in Home Styler. I it was wait, what asset I said it in the beginning of the stream is this one. Top Gene grid asset, the only perspective grid you'll need. You can move it around and stuff, and it's pretty easy to use. It works quite well, and you can change the angle too. And it comes with this one too, if you need like for characters instead of backgrounds. But I haven't used that one that much. Like I was saying, this one is for Nina and Lou's room, and I designed the room in Homestyler when I first like started making the webtoon blank, and I don't like it anymore. And I was like seeing if buying one would be better. Uh, but to be honest, the room barely appears in the story. So I don't know if I would like have a lot of use for it. So in the end, I just decided to hand draw it. You know, it's just yeah, it's a little bit more work, but like I maybe in the future, if I don't know, blank gets featured, I'll consider buying one for the room, but um like right now it's okay. Because like the setup for the room is quite specific. I'm still gonna change some things a little bit because I don't like the original design anymore. Um yeah, I don't like the original setup anymore. There's some things that right now when I see them I find kind of cringy and stuff. But the overall vibe is what I want to like keep. And if I want to keep the overall vibe, I still have to like edit whatever background that I would purchase. So in the end, it's kind of like the same. Like I will still need to use a lot of time for that. Um, and in that case, I would just prefer to hand draw it. Because in the end, you use 3D backgrounds to save time. So if it's not gonna save you any time, then you better just hand draw them. Except if, for example, you lack the total ability to draw a background, or if it's like really complicated. Um, but otherwise, yeah, it is better to just draw it yourself if you're gonna use more time to draw a background than to just purchase it. Yeah, that's the asset. It's it's pretty easy to use. I'm gonna explain it a little bit more once I finish this one to show it again so you guys can see how you can like maneuver it. And well, it's not actually that difficult. It doesn't have like a science or anything or a technique. You just move it around. But like just to show it, um, it looks quite nice, I would say. Hand draw backgrounds dedication. Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. It really is. Plus, it's like sometimes you make some things in Sketch that look good, and then when you're actually, oh, did I change the size of the line? Sometimes you do something in Sketch that looks good, and then when you're going to like transfer it into actually a line, you realize that the perspective is like way off. For example, in these, the perspective is like way off. I wanted to fit with the. Okay, got it, got it. That's about it for the bed. I mean, I think. You really need to practice backgrounds. Yeah. When I was younger. Well, I always tell this story, but when I was younger, I used to struggle so much with backgrounds that I would hate it with all my life. I would hate it so much. Most of my comics backgrounds would be like uh blank. Not pun intended. What is happening? Why cannot I draw? What? That one is just a guide because this is for the bed sheets, and like the bed sheets are not like perfectly square. Did I make it taller though? I'm not sure if I made it taller in. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Hello, Ayer. I wonder what the grid lines are for. The grid lines are if you go to view, um there's a part that say snap to ruler, snap to special ruler, and snap to grid. Those help you to guide your lines so they stick with the perspective and you don't go outside of it, or you don't have to like pay so much attention to where your lines are going because you know that they are going to fit in the grid's perspective. So, for example, for a ruler, you put the ruler and you place your pen next to the ruler so that it goes straight, right? For the special grids and rulers, um, it's quite the same. It's like a ruler, uh, and it helps you like to not have to zoom in and look at the lines and try to follow them. Instead, it follows it alone, and it not only works with the line tool, but it also works with the pencil. For example, if you see my pencil is only going in the directions of the grid, like this. My pencil is only going to be following this like direction and angles Like for that, the red one, the purple one, the blue one, the green one, the 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 green one, and it won't go like outside of that. So if you like want to draw from side of that, I generally just turn off the visibility, but you can also go to change the snapping to the rulers or grid settings. I mean, in this case, I can do it with command 1, 2, and 3, but it's like such a hassle. For me, it's easier to just turn off those settings. So yeah. So that's what it's for. Because if you don't have that activated, you kind of have to look closely to the grid and try to follow it yourself. Uh, which for some people it's okay, but for me it's quite an inconvenience, if you know what I mean. I draw in the wrong layer, but it doesn't matter. Hello, Haba! I can't believe I'm catching a live. I'm happy that you are. So, yeah. For example, if I want to draw that door, I can do it with a pencil or I can do it with the line. I generally prefer to do it with the line because since it is a background, I don't have to like be so careful. I mean, I don't have to change the pressure of the pen. It sometimes looks weird if like some lines have some type of pressure and stuff. This is supposed to be the door. Closely, closely. I want to make it like a close line so it looks like how would I describe that? How would I say that? Like it is not just lines, but like it is separated. I don't know how to describe that. So yeah, the door is open, so it shouldn't like have a lot of like it just looks plain like in a what kind of perspective name did that have? I don't remember. Plano. How do you say plano? Plain? Flat? It looks kind of flat. Because it's just like open. I mean, I could actually make it so it is not. Wait, just gonna finish those lines and I show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, like that. And then we just move it. Ah! I skipped 2 lines. Okay, okay, okay. Then we just move it up a little bit. Wait, should it be? But just a little bit, not too much. Yeah, like that. What else? And I think it should have like it should be like that. I think from the direction that it is in. Yeah, I think I like that. What did I do? Okay. Yeah, I think I like that. And now I should have the doorknob, like the thing to open the door. The door handle? And then we duplicate it and make it smaller. Like that. What else? And then... should we use the grid for that? No lines. Is that long enough? Is this in a different layer? Oh, okay, okay. It's in a different layer. The way you say, what did I do was so cute. I say that often. Sometimes I just accidentally click on stuff and then I freak out. I think that's good enough. I mean, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Um, since most people actually won't be able to notice any of it. I'm just having headaches in just thinking of the other backgrounds that I have to paint. The backgrounds from the beginning. I spent so much time yesterday drawing them that I constantly regret of choosing that kind of background, that kind of setting. I mean, it has like all of them. Wait, wait, wait. It has a special importance, the location. It didn't have to be that detailed, but I wanted to make it so because I wanted the place to look kind of special. You make me feel special. Yeah, I wanted the place to look kind of special, magical, because that's like how Nina felt about it. So I wanted to convey that, and I hope that it looks that way. Not necessarily like a fancy kind of place, but uh, I don't know how to describe it honestly. What I want to do there, ceiling shouldn't be that high, should it? Think that's fine. It should be a little bit higher. Oh, I think that looks nice. Um, what is going to be in the back is the closet. The closet actually used to be next to the bed, but now I'm changing it into a closet in the wall because it is easier to draw. Well, the design is not specifically easier, but in terms of like the 3Dness of it, I don't know how to say it. In terms of perspective and stuff, it is easier. Since it is quite like flat. I'm trying to think how it was supposed to be. Should it be like closer to the borders? I think that's wrong line. Yeah, I think that's fine. And the bottom part. Yeah, that looks fine. Do you have like a 3D model for the entire room to go off, or do you just with your gut? I used to have a 3D model, but I don't like it anymore. I used to use Home Styler for that, for the entire apartment from Nina and Lou, to be honest. Like when you read the episodes, whenever they are in the apartment, it is made in Home Styler. But I don't kind of like it anymore how it looks. Because like the resolution it's quite low for what I want, for what I do. So most of the backgrounds are either traced from that or look really low quality or are made out blurry so that you cannot see that. And when it comes like to scenes that need to have more definition, it gets quite troublesome. Plus, I don't like too much the perspective in which it exports. Crap, wait. I don't really like the perspective in which it exports, so I got quite tired of the website. Plus, I have to use it in my computer because I don't know why it will not work in my iPad's browser. So yeah. So the background that I'm doing right now, it is based in that room, but I'm changing around some details. For example, like I was saying, the closet used to be next to the bed, here, like here. But now I made the door closer to the bed, and it used to be a closet like a wardrobe, and now it's a closet that it's in the wall. Like kind of a corridor, kind of wall, like slide kind of door. So it uses like less space and it is easier to draw. And to be honest, it is more aesthetic in that angle. But of course, I do take inspiration in a lot of like backgrounds and pictures that I look at. This one in particular is just that it is based in that old model. Would it make sense if it's... I think I just gonna leave it like that. I actually just like it like that. I'm just gonna leave the background like that. I think it's finished. Yeah, it's finished. So yeah, that's the final result in lines, because I'm gonna color it next. So from the sketch, this is the sketch. And with the characters, it looks like this. So yeah, that's the initial sketch, and this is the result. And with the characters, it looked kind of like that. What time is it there? Is it 11 p.m. for you? Wow. For me, it's 4:40 in the afternoon. It's quite late for you, Estra. Is it good? Thank you. So now we're gonna color it. Remember the color of the room was kind of mint. I mean, it was kind of like lime. I don't know if... Because lime is a little bit more yellowish, but this is not quite mint. Like, you could say that it's mint. But more of like a blue hue. Yeah, that's more mint. Yeah, that should be fine. The problem is I don't remember what the floor used to look like. What did the floor used to look like? My god, I don't remember what the floor used to look like. I know that the 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 walls, I mean the doors were white, but not quite white, like cream. No, not like cream. Ivory. How do you say that color? I just forgot the color's name. A little bit darker. You could say it is cream, but it is a little more neutral than cream. What was that color called? I don't remember. Is it ivory? Because some people, I've seen that some people call the color ivory, but some people use ivory for, or oh no, that's navy. I was going to say blue, but no, that was navy. Then I guess it is ivory. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, you could say it's beige. It is beige, more neutral than cream. Yeah, you could say it's beige. Oh, wait. Where where does the line come from? Okay. And I think the ceiling was white. I think that the ceiling was white. So white, white. I don't know if like in your screens you can see the difference. At least in my brother's screen you cannot see the difference at all. In my iPad screen you can, but in my brother's it is really difficult to see the difference between both colors. But what was the color of the floor? I cannot seem to remember. I know that the door handle was gray, like silver. And let's make the blue sheets blue. I remember, I think in what episode they were pink for Nina, but. Or were they purple? But like people change sheets. I mean bed covers. So I don't care. Ah, but not this tone of blue. Yeah, that's more like it. And then I want some like checkered kind of pattern or squares. Texture plate, this one. And we're gonna make it white so it is more aesthetic. And reduce the opacity so it's not that strong. Yeah, I like that. And the bed, I remember the bed was a kind of orangey tone of brown and like a light color, but I may change that. Hello, Mari. I may change that color because I feel like it is too strong. It was lighter in the past. Let me change the hue. First I want less saturation and more like an oak tone. Like the color of oak is kind of like greenish. Yeah, like that. But now, since this is a bunker bed, I kind of forgot to draw the stairs. Did I not have that in the sketch? I did have that in the sketch. In the initial sketch. This is the initial sketch. This is the second sketch, like with more details and better perspective. But the initial sketch did have the stairs. Um, That white should be enough, right? Saving. Let's take the opportunity and save. Humu, 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 humu. Ah, here. I really like the sound of water from this soundtrack. It is an ASMR kind of remix of a Ghibli soundtrack. So it has like water sounds and sounds from crickets and ambient sounds. It is quite nice. Where is that from? Okay, let's duplicate. Let's duplicate. How high should it be? I haven't seen those kind of stairs for a while. Do you call it stairs? How do you call it in English? Because in Spanish you call stairs uh like all kind of things that you like climb and that have steps. You would call stairs, kind of. Escaleras. Do you do that in English too, or does it have like a different name? Because if it has a different name, I'm making a fool of myself by calling it stairs. Trying to see the proper distance. I recommend Avatar music and ambience. Pandora at night. It's so magical. Is it from Avatar the movie or is it from Avatar the the series, the TV series, like the animated one? Which one was the door? The door, the door, the door, the door, the door, door. Oh, the movie, not the Airbender. Haven't seen that movie in a while. Now that I think about it, I made a mistake. It is supposed to be there. Okay, that's better. Haven't seen that in a while. I remember when I saw that in the movie theater, it was it was quite nice. But then, but I was really young back then. Uh, and then years later, I was like watching some videos, and I didn't realize back then that there was like so much criticism towards the movie. I don't remember the criticism anymore, to be honest. I don't even remember what the movie's about. No, I do remember what the movie's about. In general, in general, like general aspects. But if you ask me like for the name of the characters, I wouldn't remember at all. Was the dude called? Was the dude called Jake? Was that the protagonist? I don't know. I think we need one more. One more. Oh, no, 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 no. Like that? Well, me too. It's been a very long time. I don't even remember his names. I'm saying because I remember that one of the videos that I saw that meme the movie was one of the channels actually that likes to meme the movie is Jack Films, and he used to. I remember one of his videos. He went to the streets and asked the people if they remember the movie, and if they remember, they were going to give them something. I don't remember if it was like money. Um, and people have had to like answer things correctly, trivia from the movie, and most people didn't remember, if not anyone at all. To think that back then people made such a fuss about that movie because of the 3D technology and that it took like 12 years to make and stuff, and it was pretty forgettable. The universe, though, it was quite cool for the time, I think. Or at least like the design and stuff, the world construction, it was quite magical. I really like that. Yeah, I think now we are done with the lines. Uh, 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 this wood, the wood, the wood, the wood. I have to paint the borders, generally when they reach like the border of the canvas, not of the panel, of the canvas, because the tool that I use to fill in the colors has a setting that cannot reach that part. It's quite annoying, but like it is better to have it than to not have it. Ah! I think the film's narrative was somewhat forced. Maybe it's just what happened during last decade warp how I see things from the past. Uh, I honestly don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember the plot a lot. Yeah, I remember it did have some viewpoints that were kind of political and were tried to be conveyed in the movie. For example, the general thought that humans generally think that if aliens came to the Earth, they will come to colonize and take our resources. So they like kind of imperialist kind of ideas. And they try to convey that in the movie, but in a different like instead of aliens coming to our planet, it would be humans going to them and try to colonize and destroy the environment. So it has like that kind of message of destroying the environment and destroying the natural habit and how it affects the how would you say that the living environment out of it. the living, like the species and stuff that live in there, which you can agree or disagree, but it is, if you see it in the perspective of the modern world, I wouldn't mostly agree with the first message. But back then it wasn't like so so I didn't think about it too much. They had a perfect chance to portray an understandable villain. Yeah, understandable villain. I've heard that a lot recently. Wait, wait. I'm on my phone. I'm going into blanks episodes because I forgot what color the floor was. So I'm trying to search for episodes that show the floor. Probably episode 6 should have it. It was brown? Dang, the floor, the color of the floor. It's the same color, almost the same color that I used for the bed. What am I, what am I gonna do? Wait, wait. Floor, floor, floor. Is it like this? A little bit darker? A little bit less saturated? I think I'll have to change the color of um the bed. What color was it originally then? It was light brown. Hmm. But now it doesn't look good anymore. Maybe if we go to the original color. Ah, that's too much saturation, my eyes! Yeah, let's just go back to the original. Back to it anyways. And then I'll just add a little like ambient light. Like that. Yeah, like that. Did I disconnect by the way? Oh, no, no, no. I thought I had disconnected. Less strong because we are gonna add one more later. Maybe less purplish, like that. And now we just gonna add simple shading. It doesn't have to be too detailed, you know. Just to convey the feeling of dimensions, you could say. Or would it be there though? Or would it be here? Grab, 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 grab. E? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Damn it! Why does it have to be so thin? Well, we can fix that. We can fix that. You go like that, and then you... Fuck. You just go erase it and fix it in a small space. Okay, okay, okay. But then this one has to be shadowed as well. Huh. Huh. Maybe if we delete it a little bit like this. Does that even make sense? Does that even make sense? It doesn't. Whatever. I say it doesn't need to be so detailed, and then I overthink it. It's always like that. But I will paint this part. Can you even see that though? Or maybe... Yeah, that should be better. Yeah. Like that. Personally, I never remember what's on the background when I read it. Yeah. It's just details that people generally never see. Um, and you actually don't have to put too much effort into it. So sometimes, most of the times, it's just artists overthinking it. And that is also why generally we use 3D backgrounds, since people will not notice anyways. Eh. I'm dividing it in parts so I don't have to struggle like I did previously. So you can just paint it in parts. It's not working! Why? Why is it not working? What is happening? Did I not end the line? Why? What is happening? Why is it not working? Huh? Nani? Nani? どうして? Oh, okay, it is working. So why? I forget it. I don't know. Forget it. I just fix it. That's better. Eh? The heck is happening? Why is my tool not working? It generally works. Like when you erase a part, you can just fill it out. Ha! I don't know. Okay, that's better. And I think I'll just do the sheets, and the other ones are details that I don't care about. The sheets. Where's the sheets? Here. And we just use a big brush to make quick like shadows and stuff. To be honest, I don't even think that you will able to see that because Nina is covering that part. Yeah, it's not that it takes such a long time to do, so it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Reality is brutal. It takes 3 hours to render the whole thing and not even 3 seconds to read it. Oh, yeah. It's so sad. Like, it takes you so long to make an episode and then people just read it up so fast, like in less than 5 minutes. I wish I could draw faster, man. Eh, should I honestly make details into the floor? Like how much does to cover from it? I'm thinking if I should. I think I will, but like quick one, a quick one, like that, and then ah, and then we do this, and then we ah, what did I do? That was the wrong tool. And did I hear someone? Did I hear someone? Probably not my house. Hello, Pluvias! It is my first time in your live streams and it's just so relaxing. This time I draw, I wanna open and listen. Yeah, you should come and draw with me. Well, it's kind of the point of the stream. I'm glad that you came. Um, what else? I'm hearing some sirens. Is it? Wait. No, it's just people like working. I got scared, like what happened? I heard voices and stuff. It's dead people. No, it is not. if it was if it was dead people, I would freak out, to be honest. I kinda want it to be wider. Just gonna leave it like that. Just gonna leave it like that. Yeah, that's good enough. It's good enough. I remember I have a wooden kind of texture in a brush. We could use that to give like quick details. Like that. So we give like a quick texture to the floor. Yeah. And then we do the same, but with a lighter color. Like this. Ah, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. I think it should have like a different hue though. Yeah, like that. No one is gonna see it, but I feel satisfied. Am I gonna do the same for the bed? Heck no. Uh, the doorknob. I forgot. By the way, how long have we been working in only one background? I still have a lot of them to make. Waste of time. Yeah, that should be enough. And let's leave the sketch. This leave the sketch in there. So I remember. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough for me. I love your positive and chill approach to drawing comics. Is it positive though? Is it positive though? Sirens pass by all the time where I live. Do they? Doesn't it freak you out? I always start to think like, is it like some fire or something? Did someone die? Did you extract the lines from 3D models of this, or you redrew over it? No, I drew it myself. Like if you come back later and check, we went over it. Let me show you. This is um the initial sketch, and then this is the lines, and then this is the colors, and that's the rendering. So yeah, I explained at the beginning of the stream that I generally use 3D models from SketchUp, but this background in specific, I used to have in Homestyler. And so since I had it in Homestyler, I don't like it anymore. I find it kind of cringy, and the quality is really bad. So yeah, I said to you, I said that I was going to show you guys how the perspective tool works. You just drag it out and move it like this. In this case though, I'm not gonna really use it for perspective. I'm gonna use it as a ruler. Since I just need that part of the bunker bed, the wall should be there. And the pillow. Yes. I drew it. Amazing perspective. Is everything is thanks to the perspective tool. The perspective tool really saves you a lot of time and helps you a lot with how it will turn out, so it doesn't look like off. Because I'm really bad at perspective. It doesn't look like it, but I'm really bad at perspective. I remember we had perspective classes in like a perspective lesson in back in, was it high school? I think it was high school. Um, yeah, I think it was high school. So we had classes about that. And I remember the first class, I was late for it because it was the first class at probably 8 a.m. I don't remember well. It was a long time ago. And since I was late, I did miss an important part of it, and then there was a lot of things that I didn't understand. I mean, I wasn't like that late, but I missed the basic things. And I remember I just hated it because we had to do it on paper, of course. Uh, and I hated like using rulers and stuff to do things. I just hated it. I always felt like my lines weren't straight enough and that they were kind of off as well. Should we do the pillow white? Ah, what did I do? No, 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 no. Filter, the filter. Is this white? Is this a pigeon? Okay, it is white. We are just drawing we're just drawing backgrounds today. I mean on stream. Oh, we can copy this. I love it when I use similar angles for some backgrounds because you can just copy the work that you did. Copy, copy, pesto, delete, その繰り返し. No, that's a song. I've been singing that song a lot recently. Crying for Rain from Minami is pretty nice. I'll binge watch your streams later and learn from your methods. I hope they are of help for you. Because that's like the reason why I do them. Hello, Aizen. Off topic, but I'm so thankful for your videos and streams. I learned a lot from you to this day. Ah, I'm so happy that you said that. I'm happy that they are helpful. Like I said, that's the reason that I make them. I always love when people tell me like that I inspire them to make comics or help them to improve and stuff. Because when I was younger, I never had anyone to help me, and I wish I had. Um, and I started improving in art when I started watching like Sakimi-chan's videos. I know that my style is nothing like Sakimi-chan nowadays. I used to try though. I used to try. Not that it is bad that it is not like Sakimi-chan's. Like I used to fancy that kind of realistic but anime-like kind of style. Same with Ilya Kushinov. They were both my inspirations. But after a while, when I started making comics, I realized that I didn't feel like comfortable making that kind of art because I always felt kind of um like I wasn't enough and I wasn't um confident about it, about being, especially about being consistent in drawing them. So I would always second guess myself. But there were some people that like it and I really appreciate it, but I wasn't confident at all. So I just stopped and stuck to my roots, which is like manga or slash anime like kind of style, which makes me feel like more comfortable when drawing and a little bit more confident. I mean, I'm not exactly confident with my style, but like it is better than it used to be. So I'm grateful enough for that. By the way, did the perspective tool copy over? It didn't. It didn't, right? By the way, a little tip, if you guys don't know, like if you want to what did it do? If you want to um first, if you're working in a vector layer and you want to make the line longer but keep it straight, you have to press shift. You press the point here, and then because if you don't press shift, you move it and it's going to not be straight. So if you wanted to keep it being straight, you press shift and you move in a straight line. Just a little trick. This is nothing like out of this world, but I didn't know it before. So if you didn't know, then now you know. Which one was the shadow? I love it when I can just copy and paste backgrounds. Okay. This one. Um, it's not that complicated. This one. It's just door, and then I can copy it there. Copy it there. This one is modeled after this 3D model. So it looks like that. Well, I make Lu bigger after, so it doesn't fit. But he was smaller like this. So yeah, it fits when you do that. But looking at the 3D model, recently I made a clip in Reels in Instagram, where this dude was like the 3D model was dancing, and it was so hilarious, like this. Sometimes I just have fun with the 3D models randomly. Did this one have the grid? It did, right? Yeah, it does. And funnily enough, I didn't intend for it to be anything, just something random that I had fun with in the moment. And I uploaded it with like 3 hashtags and stuff because I didn't know what to put. And up until now is my most viewed reel. It didn't go viral or anything, but it's like, why? I guess it was funny. It did match the music though. Men 3D models can be hilarious, yeah, they are. And sometimes I don't know if it happens to you guys, but like sometimes you accidentally move it too much and it looks super weird like this. Beautiful. Okay, I'll stop. Eh, okay, this line. This one. Huh? What was this supposed to be? How was that part supposed to be? I think that should be fine. Yeah, it looks okay. And then we make the lines again. But why is this part like that? Maybe it was supposed to be like that. Doesn't it happen to you guys that you have like an idea in mind and you sketch it out, and then when you go and do the lines you just totally forget how it was supposed to be? Let's just say it was supposed to be like that. It's good enough. And then we replicate the other lines that we did in the other panels. To give it a little bit more of dimension, we make a double line. Broken joints! Super dramatic poses! It's so much fun. It's like playing with dolls but in 3D. I think this part was the end of the door. I'm getting hungry. Hungry. I think so. I'm not sure. Ah! And then let's erase the part that it's protruding. Ah, I know what I'm hungry. Why I'm hungry. That I ate like 2 hours ago and I'm really hungry because I didn't eat too much. Because funnily enough, I woke up really well, not that early, but early enough to have breakfast. I generally don't have breakfast. I know it's bad for you, so you guys shouldn't skip your meals, but oh my god, what did I do? I forgot that I copy and paste them, but I forgot that they are in perspective, so I have to delete them and make them again. Fuck. I'm sorry for cursing. It's just have to do them again. 'Cause I forgot they were in perspective. That's why they looked like a little bit off. What was he talking about? Oh yeah, I woke up early enough to have breakfast. I generally don't have breakfast. Cause it's like a hassle to think what to make for breakfast. But today I just had bread with avocado, and I haven't had breakfast in such a long time that it kind of made my stomach upset. Uh, and then when it was lunchtime, I was having such a stomach ache. I couldn't eat barely anything. So and now that I'm okay, I was even thinking in moving the stream because like uh my stomach was hurting because of breakfast. How is the door part supposed to be? Looking at the door. I'm looking at the door to see. Hmm. Can you even see that part? You know what? Just no, wait. We can actually make it this part. And you cannot see the other parts because Lou is covering them, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's good enough. Ah, yeah, it's good enough. Ah, no, nice. And then we just make the wall, the wall, the wall, the wall, the wall. Are we done with the lines? Yeah. I find CSP models a pain to adjust. Design doll is easier in that aspect. But I'm trying to get used to CSP because it's more convenient to make everything in one software. Yeah, it is quite convenient. But assets. There's people that like upload them for free, or some are quite cheap, that have like already pre-made poses. And I used to have like a hard time adjusting them until I discovered that you can easily move them. For example, let me see. For example, this one. So I used to go and move them independently until I discovered that if you click them again, you can adjust it like this, which is way more easier. Like back and front, and then like that. Fingers are still a pain, but this way is easier. Instead of moving like each piece individually, and you can even move like where the character is looking at. This part, this one that is separated is for that, like up and down and up and down. But yeah, I've heard that Design Doll has like a lot of pre-made poses, so I guess that would be like better. Wait, is it morning for you too? It is 5:37 p.m. in the afternoon. What time is it for you? Asset Store has a lot of pre-made poses. They are very useful. Yeah, they're really great. I have a lot of them. How your stomach is feeling better? No, I already had lunch. Like I had breakfast, and since I haven't had breakfast in such a long time, it made me sick. And I was sick for, I mean, it hurt for several hours, but it is better now, so thank you. But sometimes you just can't find the specific post you want. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes it's just so hard. Like sometimes I will be drawing something and I wish I had like a boyfriend just to make him pose for me. That I live with a boyfriend just so that I can make him pose with me, or with a friend. Because most of the day my brother is not at home. But for easy stuff, I can take pictures of myself. Eh, what was I doing? Oh yeah, coloring, 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 coloring. So this green, 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 and the floor, the floor, the floor. I think it was that color. I don't know if I selected the correct color. Whatever. And then beige, like you guys say. Did I hear a chicken? I think I heard a chicken. Not my baby chicken, like a real chicken. But I didn't know my neighbors had chickens. So I'm not sure. It would be kind of weird though. But I do know that a neighbor of mine must have a rooster. Because sometimes I hear a rooster like at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. Uh, the living room and the corridor did have a cream tone. It wasn't beige, it was like cream. What was the color of the floor though? I think it was brown, like an orangey type of brown. It was it? Should be similar to this one. Saving. Yeah, it's easier to modify pre-made ones. But there is also a function that you can upload a picture and the software will try to imitate that pose, but it is hard to find like full body pictures of whatever pose you want, so it is hard and it is also not perfect. So I haven't used it in a long time. And they sometimes look stiff. Yeah, it is also easier to just look at reference pictures. Have you tried CSP photograph to 3D? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Photograph to 3D model feature. It is okay. It is nice that it exists, but it is not perfect. Um, how should I shade it? My baby's calling for me. He's probably hungry, but he has food. It's just that sometimes he doesn't like to eat when I'm not around for some reason. Ah, my baby! Why you gotta be like that? He's in the other room, that's why I cannot go and see him. We should be done with that. Yeah, I think that is fine. And since the next panel has the same angle, we just copy and pesto and delito and その繰り返し. Did I copy the wrong one? Okay, then we transform. Yeah, the photograph to 3D feature, it's okay. It is not perfect. Sometimes it really messes up like the poses and doesn't detect it well, but it is nice that it exists. I wish it was better though. Since I don't want to fix those lines, what we do in those cases is we go outside of the panel And we make it white. Ta-da! Fixed. No, this one goes to the background. It's convenient to get your family to post for you. Yeah, in my family it's just my brother and my mom, and my mom is definitely not gonna do it. She would hit me if I ask her to. Like, why the fuck do you want me to do anything like that? And my brother generally is not at home because he works. But when he's home, he sometimes will do it. But the thing is, like, when you ask a friend or a boyfriend to do it for you, I don't know about the boyfriend part because, like, I don't have one. But when you ask a friend to do it, they kind of do it more enthusiastically, like with more love. When I ask my brother, he's just like, can you do it fast? And like the poses that he does is like whatever. Like he does it without wanting to. So it is better than nothing, but it's still not ideal. And when I asked him to take a picture of me because it is a hard angle, he will be hard with that too. It's like I will tell him do it in this angle and he gets it wrong and I ask him again, no, do it again. It's like, can't you not? So he's not really helpful. Eh, and no, I think that's enough. That's good. And then so green. Which green was it? This one. Wait, it is six a.m. for you. Did you wake up early or haven't you slept? Or you haven't slept? I mean, it's 3:39 a.m. for you. P.m. or a.m. You guys are late. Are up late. Yes, I have a burp. You can actually see him in the corner of the screen a little bit, moving around. But his like real physical body is in the next room. Because like I said, a lot of times I don't stream from my computer because my computer is really slow. I stream from my brother's computer, which is in, of course, my brother's room, which is next to mine. So my bird, Haku, he doesn't like to be in his room for some reason. Like he only likes to be in my room or in the bathroom. He doesn't like my brother's room or the living room or any other places. So that's why I don't bring him with me, because if I did bring him with me, he would be chirping and talking next to me, but he doesn't like it, so I don't force him to. Thank you for the stream. I had lots of fun drawing with you. Oh, you were drawing? Oh, you gotta go. Yeah, isn't it like late for you too? You should go and rest. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna stream tomorrow if you come. Oh, you have to go too. Everybody's leaving. Have you guys just have a nice, a good night or day, whatever you are. I'm so hungry. How long have we been live, anyways? 1 hour 46. Probably gonna finish this panel. Uh, I'm gonna work on some difficult ones next, and then I'll eat something. Which one was the pillow? This one. I once asked my husband to pose for me, and he was so excited about it. Really? Oh, I envy you. I'm so jealous. I want a husband too, just to make him do that. Uh, but I don't go out, so I don't know how I would get one. The other day, I was telling a friend that I was like thinking, I make like romance comics for a living, and I haven't had a relationship in so long. Like, should I just get into one just for the sake of experience for writing? And then I thought, but wait, aren't we in quarantine right now? Because my country went back to quarantine because COVID numbers went up a little bit. So yeah, we back into quarantine. I also haven't dated in a long time. It's like annoying. People. Stressful. It should be enough. Yeah, let's go to the first page. The first page, I wanted to do these pages first because the first page I already did the lines. So, since I already did the lines, I have to color them. There's a lot of details. I don't want to. I don't want to. I spent like a full hour drawing just this one. I may just color this. Oh no, I have to. I have to color this one. And this is how the perspective tool looked like. And the sketch looked like this. Sketch looked like this. So the idea was to have like a wooden kind of like how do you call it, shelf, a wooden shelf there, and then one in the background, and then the parts in the top are kind of like wooden, and you are supposed to be able to see a little bit of the sky, and then hanging from there it's like footing, which are wind chimes, Japanese wind chimes. I really like the noise of Japanese wind chimes. I sometimes put like recordings just so I can sleep. So yeah, the lines look like this from this from this to this. And the perspective lighting is that. So yeah. I don't want to. So much work. I don't want to. Why do I do this to myself? My lifetime is waking up early in the morning, 5 a.m. That's really early. I remember once my my sleeping schedule was so bad that wait. Once my sleeping schedule had gotten so bad that it actually became good because I ended up waking up at 5 a.m. and sleeping around like 10, 11. So it was like the ideal schedule for me. But then I got sick and I messed up the schedule once again. It always happens to me that I fix it somehow and then I mess it up again because I either I go into my period, and when I'm in those days, in those womanly days, um wait, when I go into those days, I get super sleepy, so I will sleep in times that I generally don't, and then when I'm out of it, I cannot go back to my usual schedule. Eh, eh, I know that's correct, is it? Now I have to erase the extra shelf space. And this part, I'm gonna select it. Since it is glass, then we cut it and make it a little bit more translucent. And the other part is correct. I accidentally fell asleep. Little napped. Need to feed yourself? I'm fine. No, I'm gonna eat once I finish this panel. Yeah, I think this is the last one that I do in stream for today. And tomorrow we're gonna work on lines. Ah! Okay, that's better. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna work in the lines for page page 3. I normally work in page 2 for the streams. Cannot get it to fill itself. Normally work in page 2 for streams, but this time this was this panel was actually from page 1, and then I created a page previous to 1, which is the new page 1. So now page 1 is page 2 because I added like 3 extra panels. So we're gonna be working in page 3 for tomorrow's stream. Um, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I remember. Operation 456, find Luna husband. I wonder. Nowadays, well, it's been a few years now. I think that it would be okay to just have a future with just a lot of birds. I mean, now I just have one, but like a lot of birds and a dog and a cat. And stay single forever. Oh, what's happening with the music? Right now it's just like ambient sound. Where's the music? No music? No music. Let's listen to Zelda then. I mean, if you want to do that, then go ahead and get a boyfriend, but don't do anything that will end you hurt you. Well, the reality of relationships is even if like the honeymoon uh part maybe like nice, love is love is not always like nice. I mean, it doesn't have to be difficult or anything, but I mean, there's unrequited love, and there's also like misunderstandings with people. And I, at least from the last time that I had a relationship, I learned that communication is really important. But the thing is, like, sometimes you yourself know that communication is important, but the other person doesn't. And the last time that I liked someone, I was ghosted. So, I haven't. Well, it's not that I was trying even back then. I just liked that person, but he just ghosted me. So yeah, relationships are complicated, and not only romantic relationships, like um, friendships and stuff are generally complicated. It's stressful, and it's not like even if you don't want to get hurt, sometimes you are gonna get hurt. So you cannot really go into a relationship expecting not to get hurt. I think it should be more yellowish and lighter. Maybe a little more yellowish. No, that's too yellow. Lighter. Because I wanted to have a kind of um like a nostalgic feel feel a nostalgic feel, but at the same time not to be too dark or old. It's a wooden kind of feeling, like a DIY kind of space. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, that's yeah. A cool concept. What is a cool concept? For the diagonal lines, like the slanted stuff, do you add another ruler? No, I make it like this part. I made it like freehand without a ruler. I just like make the diagonal lines in one direction, and then the ones that I can use the ruler, for example, for this part, I use the ruler, but for that one, yeah, for that one, I made it without a ruler, and then I just copy it and pasted it, and then made this line and erase like the excess. Yeah, I basically just did one box and copy it over with the chopsticks and stuff, and copy it over, and then I fixed it a little bit with the angle. Eh, Gotta head to breakfast now. See you later, guys. I hope to see you when you go back. Enjoy your breakfast. And don't get sick like me. I see Looney in the future with a whole pet store of animals. You go. Yeah, to be honest, I like more animals than humans. So it is easier for me to imagine a future of being the crazy bird lady and living with a lot of pets. I see you're trying to put in quite the effort here, but have you considered tracing? It's very effective. You mean tracing backgrounds? Like for that, I prefer to how do you say? Use 3D models directly if I want to save time. But in this case, there wasn't like any 3D models that resemble what I wanted. So I used different references from different places because there wasn't like an exact picture of what I wanted. Well, let me see if I can show you guys the references. I'm gonna change the layout, so you guys don't see my pictures because I don't want to leak anything if I can avoid it. Um, because I have like some not safe for work commission drawings that I made. I'm gonna add it to a folder. Background, and then we go to that album. Okay, I think I can show you guys. So this is like some reference that I use. There's some footing references, like more footing. This is like for the ceiling. That's my inspiration for the ceiling and the footing, like hanging. And this kind of stores is what I had in mind. Like kind of gift stores with a lot of different variety of objects. If you see this part from here is inspired in this part. And the objects are inspired in that part. And the things that are here are inspired between this and this. And this one too inspired this part. So it's like a mixture of this one and this one. They're quite similar, so it doesn't make a difference. So yeah, those are the inspirations for this store. But since you don't have anything like that in one single picture, where it showed like the feeling that I wanted to convey in the panel, then I had to hand draw it. Tracing from other people's random art, it's way faster, yeah, but that's not honest, and that's not ethical, and that doesn't make you like a proper artist. That's how the real pros do it. You mean Ross draws? No, he does it from pictures. Eh, CTRZ, Control V, others people art. That's just stupid. Like, you don't get to enjoy making your own stuff. Like, people that do that, I don't think they really get to understand the real feeling of making something on your own and people liking that. Or if they do, then it's like quite a false sense of ego, but it is not correct. It's like um stealing others people's effort. I mean, tracing it's okay in the sense that you can study with it, but when you're trying to make it your work, then it is not okay. Or when you're like posting it for other people to see, people want to see what is yours. So yeah, I don't agree with that. Could you check out my webtoon? Is called Indignity. Gonna write it down. I'm gonna check it when I have some time. I hope it does well though. Tracing others' drawings is a great area when your thing is free to read, since there is a fair use agreement that can be used in that case. Yeah, there is a free like a fair use. Well, you could say like you modify it, but in the same time, if you like don't properly change it and convert it into something that is yours, you could get into trouble. And like since I earn money from this, I could get my monetization taken away and stuff. It's like in YouTube, when you use clips from other people, they can claim it. In art is a little bit more complicated than that though, but one generally just um, measures it in the sense of what is morally correct. And at least for me, and generally for artists, we don't find that morally correct, except if it is for the intention of studying, like composition stuff or proportions and stuff. You can learn a lot from tracing. Or I'm speaking slow because I'm trying to think in how to put the clothes. What was I saying? Or for example, if you say that it is, for example, there's these art challenges, which is like redrawing someone else's thing, or a scene from an anime or a movie or something like that. Uh, but in that sense, in that case, people know that it comes from somewhere else. It's really interesting seeing that artists use the reference and seeing how they view something and decided to make it their own. Yeah, in the end, art is kind of like interpreting the world and taking things that you know into and making it into something new. Trying to see. And making it into something new. And like the feeling of making something new is quite nice. I remember when I was younger, my brother was so good at copying drawings and stuff. He would like watch an anime that he liked and then look for pictures and then he would like copy them. Not trace them, he would copy them. And he was so good at copying drawings, and I wanted to be like him and be good at drawing and stuff. but I would never be able to be as precise as he was in copying drawings. Like his drawings would really look like the image that he was copying. Well, mine, they always look kind of odd, like something was off. So since a very young age, I couldn't really copy other people's styles and drawings, which you could say is good in a sense. Wait, wait. But it's funny because it's not only with drawings, it's also with like cooking recipes. I Most of the times I cannot make the recipes exactly like the original recipe. I always change something for some reason. That only changed when I started baking for the first time, because in baking you have to be really precise so that things turn out properly like you want them to. But for art, is always like something is off. So you could say that is a blessing and a curse. Curse, because like in some art classes you would need to copy like a famous artist's work. And I remember in one of the classes you were assigned a style, a movement, an art movement from a certain time period of time, and I had what was it called? Sub impressionism or subrealism, I think. I'm not sure. But the author that I selected for myself was Toulouse-Lautrec, which I think it was a French uh, artist. And what was special about Toulouse-Lautrec is that his style would be kind of like, cause people generally would draw beautiful people and make them beautiful, but Toulouse-Lautrec, what he would do is draw people in almost like a caricature kind of way. Did I say that correctly? Caricature kind of way, like making fun of their imperfections and stuff. And they wouldn't like always be beautiful. Like he would try to accentuate the ugly parts of people. Uh, and I generally, like, I didn't realize that back then, but I did realize it like later in life, that I like drawing beautiful people, because like the world as it is already ugly. So why would I make it more ugly? Yeah, there's aspects in life that are ugly too, but I like to draw beautiful people. And the thing is, like, my art teacher used to tell me with that assignment, she would tell me like, it is pretty, but it doesn't feel like Toulouse-Lautrec, because I would make the model more pretty, like prettier than she was in the eyes of Toulouse-Lautrec, because he would like I said, make people as they are, or accentuate like the ugly parts. And I would do the opposite. I would do the opposite. I would make them more pretty. So I ended up having a good grade because of like just the way that I painted, but I didn't feel good about it because it didn't feel like Toulouse-Lautrec, if you know what I mean. Uh, A professional art critic. Dude. You can be a critic of whatever as a profession. Actually, like commentators, you could say they are basically critics. You could say commentators as basically critics, like YouTube commentators that talk about some movies and review them. Did I hear someone? I'm always like thinking because from my brother's room it's really hard to hear uh the bell. So sometimes if you don't answer, people would like scream, say "Hello." We'll call you out like with a loud voice. Uh, and I do have a delivery that has to arrive that is actually pretty delayed. So I've been paying attention to that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, reviewers like YouTube. I'm trying to think. Those were other types of boxes. Let's make them white, actually. YouTube commentators that talk about movies and stuff. You could say they are kind of critics, and they do earn a living for that. So you could say you can make a living for that. But like for art, for example, in other times, you had people that would review art as same as they would review music. Because nowadays you have people that review music, there's people that review movies and stuff. And back then there was people that review art. Like the meaning of it, the quality, the technique, what it means. And a lot of times it would just it generally just comes off as I made a mistake. Made a mistake. Made a mistake. Made a mistake. Cause I was planning to do those boxes with a transparent lid, but I changed it. I think. Yeah, I changed that. So it's no longer like that. Wait, did I paint that? Oh no, I didn't. This box though, this is Nina's music box, so I remember it was a little bit more orangey. So let's paint the other one more yellowy. So what was I talking about? Yeah, there was since before, and of course, there's still people that do that nowadays. Uh, Generally, people seek for reviews if they're going to purchase something or invest into something. For example, if you're gonna go watch a movie in the theaters, for example, for me, I if I don't know about the movie, I would like read a review, a general review, because like I don't want to spend money and time and waste it. So yeah. Uh, red boxes? Maybe? Wait. And in the case of art, since it exists like expensive artwork that people sell, then there's people like look for reviews in art magazines and stuff. But that kind of business is like no longer that influential like it used to be since the existence of social media. Of course, there's also internet trolls that claim to be art critics and will like post other people's arts in their accounts and like uh say, "Oh, I'm gonna fix your art," but that's just so messed up. Like, do people actually take those people seriously? Or at least the quote unquote serious, because it's not actually that serious. Our community don't really care about that. The good thing about having a low self-esteem is that even if people criticize your work, you kind of already know it because you're your worst critic. So it's like, you suck. Yeah, I know. You don't have to say it. I already know. I already tell myself that constantly, every day, several times a day. So there's no way that that would affect me. Uh, in other senses, when I criticize other things like my schedule and how I post so little, that does affect me because I know it's true. I know I want to change that, uh, but I can't. I mean, I can, but at the same time, I can't. What did I miss in the chat? If anyone claims that you're stealing, just accuse them of cyberbullying. Like those people that, when they disagree with you, just call you racist. He's a talent in counterfeit baiting market. Dude. Hi from friends. Hello, army. Are you an army like a BTS army? Bonjour, baguette friend. Is it midnight? It's quite late. Yes, so many different time zones. I just put motion sensors and cameras around the house and monitor them from my room. Actually, we do have cameras outside of our house. Uh, but my brother was the one that had the app to monitor them because it was like a neighbor kind of initiative. So the neighbor is the one that has the app and stuff, the app, uh, and he gave it to my brother, and my brother sold his phone and changed it for a new iPhone recently, so we lost that. So I have to contact my neighbor to get the app again. So because of that, I cannot see who's outside right now. But my neighbors can. Um, Honestly, it's not some people's job to interpret art in only one way because there are so many more meanings than one, to be honest. But that's like, it's like when you go to a literature class and they give you a book to read and they ask you questions about the meaning in a test, and then the teacher tells you that the meaning that you wrote down is wrong. But then, how does the teacher know the real meaning of it? And I'm not saying that for personal experience. I'm saying that because a teacher told us the story once that that happened to him, and he, I think, happened to know the author or something like that. But the author didn't intend that at all, like at all. So it was actually the teacher that is wrong. But some people understand um, their own interpretation of art or literature or poetry or whatever as the only way to see it. And art has a lot of interpretations. So it's kind of like wrong in a sense to view it in that kind of way. Oh no! Ah, I made a mistake! Once again, I made a mistake. What application am I using? Clip Paint Studio. This CSP Clip Paint Studio for iPad. I don't suck. Well, that's your personal opinion. It's just I'm generally really harsh with myself. Try to fix it, but it comes with the good parts and the bad parts. The good part is that uh, it allows you to improve. The bad part is that you kind of hate your life constantly. But I know a lot of artists that don't like their art at all. So I used to think that it was kind of sad that I thought of myself in that way. But then I learned that there's more people out there that feels the same way that I do. So I no longer feel bad about it. It's just like self criticism is good in a moderate way. Like if you find a balance. I see it in this way. I didn't used to, but I try to see it in this way. I take that self criticism as your mind trying to tell you that there's something that you want to change and try to figure out what is and try to actually improve. So if I don't like my anatomy, then I have to put more effort into working in my anatomy. If I find that my art is really stiff in a period of time, generally after like I color for a while and don't draw, after the coloring process, I kind of feel that my art, like sketches and stuff, become stiff. So that means that I have to go back into uh, warming up and making some gesture drawing practices. And if I feel like my coloring is lacking, then I'll try to find like inspiration in other artists. Like, what do they do that I feel that is better than what I do? and that I would feel better about my art if I could do. And then try to figure out how they do it and incorporate it back into my style. Something like that. I'm a fan of BTS. Me too! Fellow ARMY! I just find that most of the reviews are about things I don't care too much about. A lot of time they never even talk about if the events in the plot make sense. Perhaps I should post a bad review for blank. Don't do that! I mean, you could if you wanted to. Like, in the sense of plot, the problem about plot is that compared to drawing, I can fix the drawing style over time, but once you put the plot out there, you cannot change it. Like, there's some developments or ways that I developed something in the past that I wish I could do differently, but I can only do that if I like revamp the series. And then if I do that, the series doesn't move along. But it is like, if it's for movies and stuff, there's some good YouTube channels out there that makes nice reviews. I cannot like tell you the names out of like uh the blue, like in on top of my head. I just cannot think of them. I'm really bad with names. My detail like memory is really bad. In the sense of like names and stuff. But there's like some that I enjoy. Funnily enough, for most of the reviews that I watch on YouTube, I most of those movies I don't even watch them. Not necessarily because their reviews are bad. I just don't do. I just like watch the reviews out of like curiosity of how the movie is in the eyes of that person, but not with the real intent of watching it. Just to know, just so that I don't have to watch it. For example, for the last Mulan movie that came out from Disney, I wasn't planning on watching it because I disagree with the ethics of it. So I watch a lot of reviews about it, enough so that I know what the movie is about and how it develops and how I'm so glad I didn't watch it. Uh, what else? It should be like white pots. And this one will be white. Let's make all of them white. And then this one in the reference picture is black. Oh no, it's black with red details. Like this. Especially my aesthetic sense for what I want to art to be like really high, but I don't have the skill for it. But you can strive for it. Like I strive to draw like X, Y, and Z, or I want my art to look like X, Y, and Z, and try to like study the methods or try to reverse engineer it and make it so that it becomes part of your style, like integrated, not really copy it, but integrate it. Does blue look weird in there? Whatever. And the one, let's just make it red. The one left, I mean. I'm so hungry. And then glass. We have the same one here. Listening to Breath of the Wild's soundtrack makes me want to play Age of Calamity. Funnily enough, I haven't finished the game yet. I've been having a lot of fun with the game. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like the game. I've been like grinding a lot of it, but the problem is like since in back in the end of February, I got sick. I've been late in every single schedule after that, so I've been trying to catch up to it, to the things that I had to do. So I haven't had like any free time except for like reading webtoons. Eh, let's make this one a white box too. It is easier that way. For blank mostly is hello, I had a traumatic brain injury, but other than losing a specific type of memory, I'm perfectly fine. Well, it's not that she's perfectly fine, and there's like some reasons, but they like haven't been revealed. Like how Nina came from waking up without memories to the point where she meets June. That hasn't been explained yet. Like that part hasn't been shown. So if you think it in the sense that she just woke up and nothing was wrong, then it's because it hasn't been shown. Wait. It's getting dark. Had to turn on the lights. But also in the part in the beginning, because when I made the first episode, if you read the prologue, it's kind of the thing is like don't tell anybody else. But I'm planning on revamping just the prologue for Blank's anniversary, because soon you turn 3 years old. So I want to like do something special and thought maybe revamping the prologue, which is the first episode, if you would say so, would be nice. And I was like reading it back, and the thing about the first episode is that half of it I made after episode 6, uh, and the other half of it, like the second half, was made uh, before everything else, like right at the beginning of everything. So So like even the art style is different, and there was things that I didn't think properly back then. For example, when she wakes up in the room after a coma, she just um like gets up, not out of the bed, but she gets up, and you can interpret. I think when I did that, I didn't intend it for it to be right after she woke up, but like sometime after. But when I draw that, which is like the first episode I ever did draw of Blank 3 years ago, I didn't convey it properly, so it looks like she just freaking woke up from a coma and could get up from the bed and was totally fine even if she had like a brain injury. But also, I lost the idea of what I was going to say. But yeah, the to like sum it up is that when she woke up, it's not like there wasn't like she didn't have to go to a period of rehabilitation and stuff, but those memories haven't been shown. They're going to be like shown probably most likely in the second season, because the second season is about more about Lu and Nina, and the first season is more about Jun and Nina. So not like romantically, even if it's a romance webtoon, but it shows more like about their relationship. And well, it's only 30 episodes, so it's not like I've done too much either. But yeah, there's like things that she had to go through that will be shown in the future, like how the relationship develops between her and her friends from the band and stuff. But also, like, if I could revamp the series completely, I wouldn't go through the story the same way that I like. If it becomes original, I was thinking it like recently when I was rewriting the prologue. Um, if I could like do it over again, I think I would show more of the parts where she woke up, uh, and like the development of the relationship with Lou and how she became the way that she's currently, but without like such much depth because it has to be like covered more in the future as well, like not like using every resource in that moment, um, but at least giving more context to it instead of going about it completely in the second season. What do I? Bleh! My pen. I dropped my pen. I almost dropped my pen. Instead of like going about it everything in the second season like I've originally planned, because the second season now I want to make it more a focus in Luca's past more than Nina's past with Luca, if you know what I mean. So I'm still trying to like uh, think how I'm going to proceed in that sense. But yeah, that's the problem with working something for so long, and also being a noob about it because like it was my first time making a webtoon. So, and if I read my old comics that I made in paper that were super cringy, the plots didn't make sense at all. So I you would say that it is an improvement, but at the same time there's a lot of things to improve. But yeah, the things that don't make sense, a lot of it from blank is because they haven't been shown, and it's like if you think that they don't make sense, then think about it in the perspective of the characters in in that way. Like for example, when she woke up, before she woke up, there was something that appeared in the prologue that doesn't make sense either, in the way that she woke up. And it's like, what does that mean? And why did it happen? What was that thing? Which you could say that didn't make sense either. White? Should it be white? There's a lot of white. If it becomes to boycotting certain things due to ethics, probably have to boycott most businesses, including phones and computers. Yeah. Nowadays, yeah. I know how you did for your perspective. I'm really bad at it. Uh, I use a perspective tool that I show. Like if you go back to the stream, I do explain how to like use it. But basically, it's just a perspective asset that you can get in CSP assets for free. Is this one called Top 10 Grid Asset? That's how I did it. Um, what should be the color of the crown? Generally, the white. It's generally white because there's like a lot of colors, right? But wouldn't it look good if it's white? Doesn't it look kind of empty? Maybe a little bit more grayish. Now I have to color the footies. I don't want to. Wait, there's an extra piece. Oh no, it's in the wrong layer. Whatever. At least it's not the glass part. Because the glass part is above the line layer, because since glass is kind of translucent, then it has to go over the line layers, if you know what I mean. I haven't spent this much time in a single background in such a long time. I generally just use 3D backgrounds, like I said before, but it's like not like I can get this in a 3D background. Hey, let's just redraw that that those pieces that I drew in a wrong layer. But That part too? I think this one as well. Oh no, it was this one. I hate when you accidentally draw in a wrong layer. Okay. Got it. Huh? Did I draw in the wrong layer once again? Fucking. Well, at least it's in a different layer. Oh, okay, thank God. uh, I'm dying inside. As you can hear from my voice, I'm slowly dying inside from this background. What is? Ha? Ha? What? Oh, I see. Okay, that's better. And for the designs of the footing, I think I just gonna have to do my own. I wanted to see if like, do they often paint? Because I want to make like a gradation kind of design, but should it be in the top? Like from the top? Should it be from the bottom? I think from the bottom it looks kind of better. And then a different tone. It's too green. Is that better? Yeah, I like it more. And now like some flowers, but with a different brush. So small flowers. 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 Yeah, let's say those are flowers. I these are mountains. Mountains. And this could be like lotus leaves. See, hence of the color. Yeah, lotus leaves are nice. Going back to like the beginning of blank, to be honest, there's a lot of things that I want to change from it, but I promised myself that I wouldn't until like I get feature, because I want to move on in the story and you cannot always like redraw it. And plus like because of for like big part is because of my older viewers, because I've already made so many people wait for how long I take to make the story. This is like a white lotus, it's not a pink one. But we can add like pink details. And we could add a koi fish. Let's say this is a koi fish. Believe me, it is. Have to use your imagination. And then for the last ones, let's just make like sakura petals. Ah, no, 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 that one was blue. Let's say that's sakura. Yeah. Should we add some white details to this one too? To the blue one? Maybe some lines. Maybe some leaves. By the way, recently, Wild Rift's servers opened in the Americas region. Wild Rift, the mobile version of League of Legends, and I've been so obsessed with it. It's funny that you, like, because of the opening event, I currently have more champions that I actually have in actual League of Legends in my computer, which is a little bit funny. Hello, Yaya. You have so much patience. This looks amazing. Thank you. I generally don't have so much that this much patience. This much patience. Patience. This much patience. But since this is such a specific like background, then I want to take my time with it. Because I feel like if I just do it without putting any effort, it won't turn out like I want it to. And the scene won't convey like how it is supposed. What is happening? Did I move it into the wrong? Huh? Did I copy that layer? Oh, I moved it to the wrong folder. Almost freak out. I'm really getting hungry. This is the last one. This is the last one. At first, I was thinking about just making it all one color, but now that I'm actually painting it, maybe different colors would be better like this, I think. Would it be like too much color? Because it would look too boring with just white. Um, I missed a part. Where is it? Where is it? So many layers! Dude. So many layers. Let's just paint it here. Eh? Eh? Nani? どうして Why? Why? Ah, it's not the wrong layer. It's just that I forgot I didn't set it as a reference layer. Okay, that's fine. I think we're done. Of course we didn't do the shadows. Oh no, we forgot to make this. I wanna cry. I wanna cry. I constantly ask myself, why do I do this to myself? Hello, alt reasons. Why do I do this to myself? Yeah, that's better. I think. I'm hungry. Ah. I totally forgot about the other details. Because I did all the easy ones first. Did I change the color? I didn't, right? Oh my god. My god. I have something wholesome to tell you. You wanna hear about that? I am I am so brain dead after midnight. Is that the wholesome thing? Uh, what was that supposed to be? Let's make this into like little cat pandas. Cute kitty snacks. They are supposed to be what are they supposed to be? Like little coin purses? How do you call it? Coin. Do you call it coin purses? Coin pockets? Coin. How do you say it in English? Coin purses. Oh, so I was right. Yeah, they're supposed to be that. What else? Little white eyes. White eyes, blue dragon, and you are black magician. Ooh. I am white eyes, blue dragon, and you are black magician. Do you guys know what's that from? Ah. What was the remember there was like those. They weren't supposed to be cats. They were supposed to be owls. I just made them into cats because, you know, I like cats. But they can be dogs too. Depends on your interpretation of it. Let's just make all the boxes white. But what was the other thing supposed to be? Um um I think these were supposed to be the little owls. But like lighter. I'm pretty sure I improvised this thing. I just don't know what I wanted to make it out to be. So let's say they were. I think they were dragons. Let's make them into golden dragons. Like the ones up there. Golden. Golden. Gold rose. That's too light for gold rose. Yeah, that's good enough. And this is green, and this all is going to be black. And these ones are going to be brown. Or maybe blue. Ha! Well, I guess brown. Kinda missed the color there. Ugh. And that thing over there. I guess a darker green. This. Sure. Yeah, that's good enough. It's good enough. Oh, let's write like something. Quote unquote right. I think we done. I'm not gonna make the details in the boxes. I still have to add the shadows. But we gotta fix this because has some extra space here, like a hole. What am I drawing? A background. Cut purses. Just random details from this background. But I feel like maybe the footing should have a little more opacity. Yeah. That's good enough. And then this one. A screen, maybe? Huh? Huh? Why is it so small? Is that... Doesn't look good though. Maybe be... Wah! That's too big! Ah! That was too big. That was too big. That's still too big. Okay, that's better. But that's kind of too small. 46. Oh yeah, I like that one. And then radial blur. It's too strong. Still too strong. You can barely see that. Okay, that's better. But in there? Should I move it? Let's just make some quick shadows without much thought. Like that. Because I have to go turn on the lights. It's getting pretty dark. Maybe. Yeah, those look good. Easy shadows. Easy. Yeah, some just simple shadows because like it's a really small detail, so just so that it doesn't look so flat. Right? Okay, okay. Got it. Oh, and I forgot the ones there. But there's so many layers. Let's do this here instead. Okay. This just add simple shadows to the footing. Footing puff. The footing puff. Those are tingle noises. Smaller. Yeah, that's enough. We could add a little bit of shine too. A little bit of shine. Because it is glass. And we done! It does look a little bit dull for some reason. But I think we can fix that with rendering. Saving. The loon noises are too funny and wholesome. When you see me playing League of Legends, you're gonna hear more noises. We could play some Wild Rift one of these days on stream. Pretty bad though, right now. I mean, I've got some good ones, but the bad ones feels like I cannot do anything to change the course of the game. And now let's merge it. Oh, let's delete the ruler. Soft light. And a little bit of blur. $11 should be alright. A soft eraser. Something feels off. What could it be? Maybe the colors. Too many colors. What could it be? Maybe if we add like some dust, some air dust. I feel like what it needs is like a little bit of gradation. Yeah, maybe it's that. soft light, hard light, hard mix. It's a little bit too strong though. Maybe a different color but with hard mixed. That is actually nice. I rarely use hard mix. But sometimes it's nice. Let's try a different one. Maybe if I move it behind like the screen and add effects. I kinda like that. But maybe it doesn't mix well with the hard mix. I kinda like that. But wonder if we can mix that with the hard mix. It looks kinda weird. Or maybe if we put the hard mix but behind that in here. It doesn't look as good. It has like different colors. Don't like that. So indecisive. Yeah, that's enough. Maybe if we adjust the level. Little bit darker. How do you think it looks? Wanna do a before and after. To do a before and after, gonna turn off those layers. Merge it. And then we go back and turn them back on. And then we select everything and put it in. Oh crap, the ruler. Did it look different before merging it? Ha! Why does it look different? I don't understand. But yeah, with rendering it would look something like that. But I don't like that the furry details disappeared. Huh. So you can see it with more clarity here. I mean, because everything is turned off. Yeah, I like it more like that. But yeah, you guys get what I wanted to, I guess. Why is there like a copy? Want to add a little more smaller dust? Since I feel like I added too much of like the big ones. Where are they? These. It's like they are too big. If that's better. Hello, is Aline. The dust particles look cute. Yeah, sadly you cannot really see them from afar. Wanna add some, but like big. Maybe with radial blur from here. Smooth. Yeah, I like it. I think we're done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Um, I forgot that this part... Oh no. Well, that has a quick fix. Let's just paint it white. This has a quick fix. It's just gonna paint them white over it, and then what we gotta do is fill it. What? Did I do it in the wrong layer? No. Okay. Thank God. Gonna fill it. What is happening? Okay. Had to close it. Like that. And then... Or maybe overlay? No. Haha! I wonder if I can add like some pattern. Ah. Don't I have like... Waves. Waves. I don't. Maybe clothing pattern. Nope. Yeah, that's cute. Eh, and then we erase everything that is outside. It's kinda cute. Or is it like too much? Why are you always so late? It maybe if we ha then before I delete it, what was outside? Yeah, that's better. And now you just have to blur the heck out of it because that's in the blurry part. Ta-da! Improvised. We finished. How long? How long did we spend in that single panel? What? We've been 3 hours. Oh my god! Did you spend like 1 hour in that single panel? 1 hour and a half? 2 hours? But we finished. So what we did today was some backgrounds. I'm gonna go have some dinner. I'm really hungry. But we did well, what we intended to do. Um, yeah, we hand draw all of that. If you can go back to the start to the stream and see like the little tips and how we did it and everything. So I'm gonna go have dinner now. We did the backgrounds like I wanted to do, so that's nice. I'm gonna shout out my patrons before going to signing off. I mean, uh, for Clover Tier, Benjamin, Jacqueline. Oh, uh, I just wait. I just remember that I haven't changed my patron list. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I just remembered that I haven't uploaded my patron list since like last month. Okay, we're not gonna shout out patrons today because I forgot to upload the patron list. So that's an old one. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for all my patrons for supporting me. Uh, Thank you so much for all my patrons for supporting me in and allowing me to stream and make webtoons and art for a living and stuff. If you want to support me as well, breathe. If you want to support me as well, you can go to my Patreon. Link is in the description. If you can't, then just subscribing and turning the notification bell and leaving a little like would help me a lot. And comment, and all of that. If you want to read the webtoon that I was working on today, which is blank, link is in the description. for social media as well. Everything is in the description. Thank you everyone for coming to the stream. I'll be streaming tomorrow, page 3. The lines for page 3, yeah. We're gonna be streaming that tomorrow. Uh, so yeah. See you tomorrow. Thanks everyone for coming. Ijemios. Have a nice day or night or evening wherever you are. Take care. Bye bye, Stardust. Bye bye.